It is so late and I'm so tired, but I have to unbox this now because otherwise the pressure will be too great. Hello, welcome back to Classics with a Quirk, where we talk about contemporary and luxury designer items and brands with a touch of silliness. This is the kind of content you find interesting. Please do like this video and subscribe for more of it. Thank you. First of all, I have to apologize for my lighting. It is very late o'clock at night. I just recently got home and I wasn't going to film this video, but if I didn't film this video, then I couldn't unbox the thing that I want to share with you. And I want to unbox this on camera. It's my very first time seeing it in person. And so I'm just going to deal with the bad lighting. I hope that you're also going to be fine with dealing with the bad lighting, but here we go. Second of all, timestamps are going to be down below because I'm going to be talking a little bit about this item before I unbox it. But if you want to skip straight to the unboxing, feel free to do so because timestamps will be down below, so you are able to do that. Good. Third of all, the item that I'm unboxing for you today is from Japan. I bought it off of Buyee, specifically through Rakuten through Buyee. Now this portion of the video is actually sponsored by Buyee, which I am super excited about because I do use their platform as evidenced by this video and videos I've made previously. And it was really cool for them to approach me to do another video with them. I do want to say though, it's actually kind of funny how it worked because they approached me for a sponsorship after I'd already purchased this item. So I'd already utilized the platform to purchase the item and then they wanted to know if I could do a sponsored video with them. So I said, sure, I already bought something for you. I'm happy to do it. So I really appreciate the opportunity. Buyee is a Japanese third-party proxy service, which allows you to buy items on Japanese eBay and Japanese Mercari and Rakuten and other platforms that are normally just available to Japanese users and allows other users, especially users from English-speaking countries, to purchase items from Japan and get it shipped to them. I really enjoy using the platform to search for luxury items because they just have such a wide variety of things on the platform because the Japanese marketplace is really, really big. And I generally feel comfortable buying off of Buyee, luxury goods off of Buyee, because Japan has very strict counterfeit laws. There is, of course, always the risk of getting an inauthentic piece, and I'm actually going to be making a video coming out soon about a vintage Chanel buying guide and like how to buy vintage Chanel on other markets such as Buyee, so like what to look for, how to find the best items and the best condition and quality. So stay tuned for that video. But I just wanted to thank Buyee again for sponsoring this video because I am very excited to be working with them, and as evidenced by the unboxing I have to share with you, I found a really, really cool treasure completely by accident. I'm going to leave my sign up link for Buyee down below for you, and if you use my sign up link and you don't have an account with them yet, you get 2,000 yen off of your first purchase. I did make a video about how to purchase items through Buyee, especially as a non-Japanese speaker, so I'll link that video for you above and below, as well as a video where I unboxed a couple of items that I purchased through Buyee through their service, which I'll also link for you. This item was bought Buyee. It was bought not through the Japanese auction, but it was bought through Rakuten through their shopping service. And really quick, I just want to explain something about that. That's why timestamps are going to be down below for the unboxing itself, is that I found this item by accident. I was browsing through Buyee, searching through some of the search terms that I generally check, such as, you know, Chanel lambskin or Chanel beige or Chanel pink. I check Louis Vuitton things, I check some Gucci things, I check some Ferragamo things. I just like looking around to see what there is. And so this came up on one of my Chanel searches. It is a Chanel item. And I didn't know what to do at first because this has been a wish list piece for a very, very long time, years and years and years. The collection came out in 2009 and I have never seen it in person. I've only ever seen it through pictures. I discovered it after the fact, after 2009. I wasn't buying luxury in 2009 and I have just looked at pictures of it ever since, basically. And so I found it on Japanese eBay originally through these search terms for 536,000 yen, which roughly translates to about $4,200 after conversion and stuff like that. And I explained this a little bit more in my video about how conversion fees work and all that sort of thing, but it was about $4,200 after conversion. But I wondered, because it was listed on Japanese eBay, if it would be listed on any of the other resale websites, because sometimes the other websites have discount codes. Mercari, Rakuten, and Rakuma sometimes have, you know, spend 500,000 yen, get 30,000 yen off or something like that, or get 5% off or something like that. And so I ended up finding it on Rakuten, I believe, and Rakuten was running a discount code for 5% off. And so instead of paying 536,000 yen, I ended up paying 510,000 yen. So this item costs roughly $3,900 before shipping and before customs. So this is a $3,900 item. after conversion, originally 4,000 something. And now I am going to unbox it, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about the collection, what it's from. It is again from 2009, and this is a very special item because it is something that I never really thought that I'd have in my collection for a few different reasons, which I will get into. The style of what it is, the colorway because it is so rare. Okay, we've bladed long enough, I've babbled long enough. I'm sorry, it's late and I'm tired. I'm just going on. I'm gonna open it now and we're gonna see it together. I have not unboxed this yet. This is a true unboxing. I'm so pumped. And I have to do it. I have to do it. Okay, I'm gonna do it now. Now, when I purchased this item, it said that it was full set. It said that it came with all the accessories, the box, the serial number, the dust bag, the authenticity card, all that sort of thing. So I am hoping that it is in fact full set. I'll see, obviously, but I've always been very impressed with how Buyee does their protective packaging. So I don't think that I'm going to be disappointed by the protective packaging, which I didn't actually have to pay additionally for. This one came included, so I didn't have to pay an additional fee, but I would have if I had to. I just didn't have to this time. So here it is now open, and there is the bubble wrap that Buyee is so known for. Here it is. Okay, here's the item. Wrapped in bubble wrap, and it is in a box. Okay, I'm so excited. Now, as I said before, this is from 2009. This is from the 2009 cruise collection, 9C. And I have only ever seen stuff from 2009 cruise in, you know, pictures and videos. I've never seen the collection in person. I wasn't buying luxury in 2009, certainly not Chanel. And this is, as I said, a Chanel item. And here it is. You can probably see the box. I am so pumped. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let's take off the bubble wrap carefully. It is very nicely packaged, as I kind of knew it would be. I think I'm gonna have to just show it to you and then I'll talk about it, because right now I feel like I'm just sort of rambling and I don't want to keep us too late and too long here before I can actually share what it is that I got. So let me finagle it out of the bubble wrap here. Okay, here we go. White box, magnetic box. Okay. All right, more bubble wrap. I'm so excited. Here's my receipt, I believe. I've just got a mountain of bubble wrap over here, but here's the item. And again, I have not seen this yet, so this is my first time seeing it in person in general, but also seeing it with you guys, what it is I bought. I can see the color peeking through. Okay, all right. All right, moment of truth. Oh, wow. Wow. Here it is. So this is the 2009 Cruise Watercolor Medium Classic Flap in the lambskin. And it is so gorgeous. It has this variegated pink, blue, and white all across the lambskin. It's got some watercolor Chanels painted into it. And the chains are also the different colors of leather, the pink, blue, and the white. And this is, because it was a seasonal classic flap, this is a medium classic flap. I think I said this already. There's the inside here. See if it works well. And because it's a seasonal classic flap, it's got the cross grain lining, the fabric lining, and wow. Okay. And yes, so here's the authenticity card. We have the little Chanel care booklet, just a little care booklet there. And then we have the original tag, it looks like. We have the original, wow, okay, so yeah, this is the original Japanese sales tag. This is originally 498,000 yen. This is so cool. This is so cool. I knew that it was supposed to come with some of the paperwork. I wasn't sure if it would come with the exact tag. Oh my gosh. So this is a made in France piece. And you can see here. got the little plaque, and then the CC's raised indentation in the embroidery here. And look at that color. Like, just look at this. It's so beautiful. Like, it's kind of like this sort of babyish pink with these pastel blue colors. Goes through the bottom too here, like that. Like, you know, the different dips and swirls of how watercolor works. It's so well done. I'm seeing it in person. I'm seeing it in person. I have seen this in pictures. So they made the watercolor collection in a jumbo, a medium classic flap, a square, a mini square, a wallet on chain, and they also made it in the tropical print. So it was this watercolor print, but it also had tropical flowers on top of it. I didn't like that as much. I didn't like the tropical flowers. I thought that they took away from the beautiful like watercolor print of itself. They also did some SLGs. I believe they did some wallets in the watercolor collection. But I think that this is just absolutely beautiful. And I've spoken about this a little bit on my channel before, but I've never really been a classic flap person. I really like my reissues. I like my seasonal bags. But in terms of like the classic flaps, I've never really felt the need to purchase like a medium classic flap in black with gold hardware or something like that. And I've tried on medium classic flaps before. I've tried on a jumbo, but I've never really had the inclination to really purchase them. I've been offered some beautiful colors over the years, but I've never been drawn to the medium classic flap. They don't fit a whole lot, you know, they fit essentials, but they don't fit like a whole lot in terms of for a day bag. And I've gravitated towards finding them beautiful, but not needing to own one. And there's only been about 2 or 3 exceptions to that. One of the exceptions is the Airline collection from 2016, the blue, white, red, and black Airlines collection. That medium classic flap is absolutely gorgeous, and if I got the chance at it for a reasonable price, I don't know if I'd even wear it, but I think I would be happy with it as a shelf piece. It's just that beautiful. One of the other medium classic flaps on my list was this one. I've looked at it in the wallet on chain because that's what usually pops up on market, and I've said no to it a couple of different times because I really preferred it in the medium classic flap style and size, and I just really didn't expect to find it. I don't look for it because it's not on my definitely to buy list. It was a wish list item, but it wasn't something that I really thought that I would find, so it wasn't something that I was searching for. And this popped up while I was searching just Chanel pink because I was checking through pink bags and SLGs because it's a color that I've been gravitating towards more and more lately. And so I was searching Chanel pink on Buyee. That's it, Chanel Pinku. And this came up just as part of the search term because it was being described as a Chanel Matelassé flap, pink, blue, white. That's how they were selling it. And I would never have found it trying to search watercolor or 2009 or cruise. It was just Chanel Matelassé flap, pink, blue, white. And I'm so happy with it. It looks like it's in great condition. There is a little bit of corner wear, which was disclosed very clearly in the pictures. And honestly, I don't like it. You can barely see it. It's just corner wear that is going to happen through time. This bag is from 2009 and it was probably used. There is also a little bit of damage. There's a little bit of a tear in this quilt over here, this one, which was also disclosed. So there, if you can see it, a little bit of a tear, and I was comfortable with that. I knew that I would be taking care of this bag. I knew that I wasn't worried about damaging it further, and I really wanted to have it in my collection. It's a gorgeous piece. The lambskin looks nice and puffy, and it's got a sheen to it. It's not going to have like a very like beautiful patina of like a black lambskin bag just because it is a colored, you know, colored lambskin. But that's part of the beauty of this particular colorway, is that it is this particular colorway. I don't know if I'm making a lot of sense right now. I might have to make like a follow-up video about this bag. But yeah, so just I'm so happy to have this in my collection. It's a medium classic flap, which is not a bag that I said I would own, really. So this is my first medium classic flap. It's probably going to be my only, if not one of my only medium classic flaps. I have my reissues for my day-to-day, which I prefer, my jumbos, which I prefer for day-to-day. This is very much like a bag that I don't know how I will wear it, but I can see myself wearing it so many different ways. Like I can see myself wanting to wear this bag with anything. Like again, it's super late at night. I'm wearing just like a hoodie and like sweatpants, and I would wear this bag with this. I'd wear this with a hoodie. I'd wear this with kind of anything. And I think it's a little bit not busy, but since it's colorful, it's kind of like almost a neutral to me in this particular type of colorway, in my opinion. Because this is a medium classic flap, it would be a shoulder bag for me. I'm actually planning on making a video about things that I've learned about myself through my luxury journey. And one of the things is how I prefer to wear my bags, which is primarily on the shoulder, even though crossbody is so popular. And I'm sorry, I'm just looking at it and it's, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Like you can see like in the chain detail, just how the colors are woven in. It's stunning. It's stunning. I would love to know what you think about this bag. It is a bag from 2009. It's from a collection that a lot of people don't talk about. You know, the cruise collections come and go, and people don't really talk about older collections, but I find a lot of beauty in older collections. As you probably know, I'm a big pre-loved buyer as it is. I just recently unboxed a Louis Vuitton trunk from the 2020 Spring Summer Men's collection, and I think that is a gorgeous piece too. You might notice that there's a pattern in my pieces recently. It's just like brighter colors. I've been gravitating towards colors lately. I think that there's a lot of merit in looking back at past seasons and past collections for fashion houses and seeing what there was and seeing what their influences were and seeing what they were talking about then, because, you know, fashion is cyclical. There's always going to be repeats over the years, but that also always means that there's always going to be good taste over the years and different tastes and interesting style choices. And so I'm really happy to have added this to my collection. There are a few people that I talked to on Instagram about buying this bag, and maybe then they'll see this video and be like, okay, Quirky got it. They got the bag. They did the thing. I bought it and I'm so happy. Price-wise, it was 536,000 yen originally. It got marked down with my 5% off coupon discount thing to 510,000 yen, and that roughly with conversion worked out to be about $3,900. So I got a medium classic flap. Yes, in not the most popular colorway, but a medium classic flap for $3,900, under $4,000. With shipping, it was additionally $82, so about $4,000 including shipping. So $4,000 for medium classic flap in my opinion, a gorgeous colorway, even if not a very popular one. And I'm not sure how to express this really, but that's, you know, certainly less than you can get most bags at Chanel now. Like I think a walk is currently something like $3,300, $3,400 for like the basic classic walk. And look at it, like, oh my gosh. Like, in regards to pricing in general, I'm not going to get into it in this video, but I do have a video that I do think I want to make about the current climate of Chanel and luxury price increases, because as you know, I cover them on my channel, but I don't usually add my opinion to the mix. But in terms of Chanel price increases and buying Chanel new, it's true that there aren't a lot of new Chanel bags that I'm looking at. I don't think that I would really be prone to buying a new classic flap from boutique now, and that is in part because of the price, but also in part because I have never really gravitated towards the medium classic flap, as I previously said. So there are some pieces that I still think are interesting. I am interested in their SLGs still. I have been for several years. I continue to be interested in them, especially, you know, cool colors and stuff like that. Like I really like my classic flap card holder. I use that all the time. I really love it. But in regards to the price of bags, Chanel is still a brand that I love, and I still love their styles and their designs and their colors and their bags. And so I don't think I'm going to stop purchasing Chanel, even if I don't purchase as much new, because I still am interested in adding some pieces to my collection. Like I'm still looking to add a larger reissue, a reissue 226 for instance. I also will say that I'm not actively looking to expand my collection vastly. I'm very happy with what I have, and while there are pieces on my radar still that I would love to at some point add to my collection, I'd love to add some more Delvaux. I would, as I said, like to add some more Chanel reissues. I am very happy with where I am at now. So now when I add pieces, I already have most bases in my collection. I have a lot of things covered. So now it's just adding pieces that I really love, that are very special, that I know I will be able to love and cherish for their specific qualities, like their specific colorways or patterns or the make. I mean, that's a little bit of a convoluted, long way to say I love this bag. I'm very happy to own it, and I'm happy to have shared this with you. A little bit sappy, so I hope that's fine, but you know, it's true. It's just like I make these videos because I like sharing these things. I like talking about these things. I love to hear what you think about this bag, or if there's an older collection from Chanel, Louis Vuitton, any brand that you would love to share with me or share with everybody else, I'd love to hear about it, because I do like reliving and learning about older collections. I think there's so much merit in learning about the fashion collections and histories of houses and brands. So if you do have something that you'd like to share, please do. I'd love to hear about it. So that is my unboxing of my beautiful new Chanel Classic Flap in the watercolor collection from 2009 Cruise. Like, I can't even believe I'm saying that right now. That is amazing to me. Like, oh my gosh, who am I? How did I get to this point? How did I get to this place? I'm not sure, but I appreciate you sharing this with me. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please do give it a like. It super duper helps the algorithm, and subscribe for more content that helps the algorithm even more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.